So we're going to look at Google search ads conversion rates by industry. Now, WordStream, which is a very large agency, they have data on 17,000 advertising accounts. So that includes e-commerce brands, the legal space, automotive careers, and you can see the average conversion rates across the board and how they differ depending on your industries. So we're just going to go through some of the kind of highlights here first. Very high intent industries with a lot of urgency, like auto repair and physicians, they're naturally going to have higher conversion rates because if you need to get your car fixed, you're on your phone, you're searching, I need a car garage near me now to fix my car. You're just naturally going to convert more at a higher frequency. You're not going to spend so much time browsing around like you would when you search for clothes or furniture, which is again why the e-commerce conversion rate is actually lower. That's a very interesting point to note. You do have some industries that are in the middle, like travel and lawyers, where, if you're traveling somewhere, you probably have a good idea of where you want to go already, but you're still going to do a fair bit of browsing around before you actually convert into a paying customer. Similarly, physicians pretty high because if you've got a medical emergency, you just want to convert very quick. You're probably on Google typing in doctor near me, physician near me, and maybe you're typing in an issue you have as well. So what impacts conversion rates? Urgency is a big one. Yeah, like emergency repairs should convert pretty high. Competition, if there's 100 lawyers in your locality and they're all paying for ads, then expect conversion rates to drop. Goal as well. So goals are different when it comes to Google Ads. Some people, their goal is just send me an inquiry and I'll get back to you and see if we're a good fit. But if you're an e-commerce company, it's going to be, are you buying a product from me now? Landing page experience is the number one thing that we can improve and optimize to improve our conversion rate. So do we have a beautiful web page? Is it really clear what action the user should take? That can massively increase conversion rates across the board. And similarly with an offer, if you have a really attractive offer, let's say you land on a website and they say, oh, we're going to give you 90% off your first purchase if you buy with us, then there's probably a good chance, it's maybe not economically viable, but there's probably a good chance that you will actually buy that product if they're giving you such a high discount. So the offer is another element that we can use in marketing to improve our conversion rates. If you don't have a good offer and your competitors do, then it just makes logical sense that that person's going to click back. They're going to go and find a competitor with a very compelling offer, and they're going to go with that company instead of yours. So you need to make sure your offer is competitive. The landing page is awesome as well compared to the other competitors in your market. But these averages are massively flawed, and I'm going to tell you why. I'll show you an example of a very high conversion rate campaign that we ran in the travel space. So this is one with a conversion rate of almost 10%. The reason the conversion rate is so high is because we're targeting exact match keywords. Keywords that we know if people type these into Google, they're really looking for something very specific. Whereas if we were to introduce broad match campaigns, we would pay significantly less for those keywords, for those clicks. But the trade-off is that our conversion rates are going to drop. The question is, can we still make that campaign profitable enough and to maybe even to the degree where it's even more profitable than our exact match keyword campaign if the price we're paying for keywords is so low? The bottom line is, if the cost is low, the conversions can afford to be low because you can make up for it because the cost is so low. So that's why conversion rate averages are flawed. Similarly, we see all the time advertisers that are running campaigns on the Google Display Network instead of the Google Search Network. The conversion rate might be insanely low. It might be 0.2%, but because the cost of all those clicks are so incredibly low as well, it can be that for display network ads, the return on ad spend is still incredibly high. So it's very important to look at conversion rate averages in a logical way, and do not get caught up with industry averages as well. You should be looking at profitability for your own advertising campaigns and looking at, for every dollar we put in, how much are we actually getting out in return.